Why has the Canadiens' 5-on-5 scoring slumped so badly?
Well, maybe I've been thinking about that a lot. I'm a deep thinker, Adam.
I know. That's one thing, something that I admire about it.
Right, thank you. We go way back, you and I. Well, I think it is the fact that maybe there's fatigue setting in. Maybe it's what Chris has talked about, which makes sense. That I always give you credit, Chris, because
I appreciate it.
As we go along in the season, teams are adjusting, and like the Islanders did in New York last week, they sort of clogged up the neutral zone. So that speed isn't coming through middle ice that was before. If they can get back to that, I think they'll have more success offensively. But I think it's as much, or maybe a little bit more, coaching plans against them as it is fatigue. But it is a problem right now.
I think some of the line changes might have affected it also. I mean, they had that, talk about drawing with Domi and that. Maybe go back to the lines you had earlier in the season when you were scoring 5-on-5 and see if they work again. I mean, the fourth line is the only line that was really, you have to change just from the personnel changes. But, Claude stuck with the same lines for so long, and then he's kept Tatar with Gallagher and Deno, but the other two lines he's sort of been mixing around, matching around. So maybe just go back to the lines that were producing consistently 5-on-5 for the last 10 games and leave them alone.
Yeah, I think it's a combination of to call this team tired. No, but the season gets long. We always talk about it, 82 games. It's a long season. It's a grind, mentally, physically, and emotionally. It's a tough sport to play. And when teams down the stretch have to play Game 7s right down to the end of the season, and then you get teams game planning for you, there's a combination of things that happen. And it's not just any one thing. And execution, another thing. Passing, coming out of the zone, skating, support on the ice. Does the puck carrier have the support to give someone the puck? So there's a lot of variables that I think contribute to it. Listen, can they get back at it? They sure can, but it's going to take a lot of work down the stretch here. And like I said, this is the tough time for hockey players down the stretch when you're battling for that playoff spot.
I get tired though of them saying, "Oh, the Canadiens are tired," but the other team's not tired. The other team's played the same amount of games this season too. Everybody's tired in the NHL at this point in the season. And when we asked Claude Julien if they're tired, he said, "No, the players wear these vests during practice, which monitor their heart rate, their pulse, I don't know, everything." And Claude said, they're not tired. Like we have the things. I mean, are they more tired than the beginning of the season? Obviously, but so is every other team and player.
And I don't say, because I played the game, but I played the game. I know what it's like down the end of the season. I know how the grind can get to players. And yeah, you got to battle through it. Some guys battle through it better than other players. Some guys just have a difficult time doing it. If you don't have everybody on the same page, it's difficult. And I certainly know. I mean, I looked at myself I looked at a picture of myself after winning the Stanley Cup. I was all sucked up. I was 192 pounds, black eye. I looked like a freaking skeleton. You don't get tired though, not at all.
What did the other guy look like though, Knuckles?
I wasn't tired at all. No, but you know what I mean? It does. They won't admit it. But, and I'm not saying tired, I need 10 hours sleep. No, but it is a grind, and I know everybody goes through it, but some guys can deal with it better than others. Mentally, between the years, it gets difficult.
I remember Kirk Muller when they won the Cup in '93. At the end, he looked like a hunger striker. Remember his face?
Bobby Sands.
It's hard. I get tired at this point of the season. It's really hard to keep making Canadiens jokes, show after show. I find a way, though, and I power through it. So maybe some of the Canadiens are watching this, they could be inspired. Go to hockeyinsideout.com now and check out this week's full episode.